What's up, checkered chodes? I'm McStud.
And this is McStud's.
You know what a checkered chode is?
I have no idea what that even means.
You know what your chode is?
No.
Gooch? Taint?
Ew.
Yes, chode. Checkered chode. You know why I chose checkered chode?
Indy 500.
Today was the Indy 500. It's Sunday, bitches. And welcome to the motherfucking McStud show. Tank top titty day. Yes. So it was an exciting day. Before we get into the adventures, a tasty motherfucking beverage. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
So, you know, we gotta... how was your day, first and foremost?
It was good.
Pretty good. We'll get into the details of that. But, first, the Indy 500. So there we were right there watching the Indy 500. And they throw that checkered flag out. And one man crossed the finish line first. And who do you think that man was? Helio Castroneves.
In the flesh.
The fucking 3-time Indy 500 champ. 3 times and now 4. And you were the one that yelled the racer's name. Helio!
Helio!
Helio! Oh my god. It was much better planned out prior, but it's hilarious. We were trying to do a take out
It
of
was
a...
much better.
Oh, you forgot your lines.
I did not.
Uh-huh. You were supposed to say you were the one that yelled the racer's name.
Oh, I missed that. I was supposed to say that.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I asked you if I was
Yeah,
only supposed to say Helio
No,
at the
then
end
I
and
went...
in the flesh.
But we did our last rehearsal. I said, you're going to say, you're the one...
Well, I didn't say that in the rehearsal.
Yes, we did. We just
didn't
did it.
say that.
Well, I said you're going to say that.
But I didn't.
But we didn't rehearse. I just told you how it's going to go. But it's fucking hilarious. That
Oh,
worked
fuck
out.
it.
That worked out fucking awesome. Cheers, Mrs. McStud. That was epic.
I thought you were waiting on me to say his name. I almost said his name.
That's why I kept looking at you. I was like, waiting. We had no practice for this, really. Like, I just came up with this idea.
And I don't know if I've ever watched that movie.
She has never watched Night at the Roxbury. Because so what had happened today is we started watching the race here at home. And so we had to go to her nephew's birthday party today. And we have streaming Hulu. So while we're at the birthday party, she's got her phone on with Hulu, watching the race the whole time. I think it got down to like the last 15, 20 laps. And I noticed that Helio was close.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, Night at the Roxbury kicked into my head. The Emilio scene. Emilio! The Mighty Duckman himself, or the whatever he says. And I was like, if Helio wins this race, we're doing the Night at the Roxbury skit.
Sorry.
And I'll be goddamn, he pulled a slick move there at the end and won the motherfucking
2
race.
laps to go.
It was pretty fucking
it was
epic.
So close. He hadn't won since 2007.
Damn, has it been that long?
2007.
Damn, and he's won 3 before that? Or this was his
He's
4th.
46.
Damn. Yeah, it was a good race. Then they had everyone kept fucking up in the pits today. And she was wanting Scott Dixon to take it because he had pole position. So they have a wreck in the motherfucking pits. Okay. And then Scott Dixon and Rossi,
Right.
they're trying to get around the fucking track so they can pit, and they run out of fucking fuel and they couldn't fire the fucking cars up. So he's down a fucking lap, but he made it back to like 14th or something at one point.
Yeah, he did. Good. But that's because that caution helped him.
Yeah. That was a whole mess. So what was it, Ray Hall?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking in the pit. They didn't put his tire.
He was in first when he went in the pits.
They didn't put his tire on. So he's coming out the pit and his fucking tire falls off as he's leading in the race. Angry. I'd be shitty. I would have kicked that dude in the teeth. But yeah, by the way, we got to watch the race. We didn't have our beer.
No.
I was like, I should have snuck a beer in this birthday party. Just cracked it open and be like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's a fucking Indy 500 and I'm having a goddamn beer. No outside food or drinks except for this beer. I could have put it in my cargo
Except
pocket.
for everybody at the party stopped and got a soda.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh. And then I tried some punch, and it wasn't anybody's fault. It was just super sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't drink this. So we ended up having to buy a $1 16-ounce bottle.
I had my first root beer in a long time.
Yeah, I know. I was like, are you eating root beer?
Yeah.
I don't know if I even knew you liked root beer.
Yeah, I like root beer. I like the A&W's root beer. I'm not a... Mug's okay. Barks is okay. A&W is my favorite, but I like A&W root beer from A&W.
Oh.
Actual shit, you know, they got out the tap, and they give you the frozen mug.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking perfect. But in the bottle, I like it. But my other favorite is A&W cream soda.
Cream soda.
Yes, that is very good. So yeah, you had a good day, and you had a damn. This is what I'm talking about. These dogs, they fight and argue, and they're like literally cuddled up next to each other on a blanket. So I'm not gonna say we are. Mrs. McStud's working on a makeup room for our little angel, and it's been since we moved in. Like she started this before we moved in, didn't you?
Yeah. 2 weeks before.
And it's the time restrictions, but it's like a light shade of pink. So she's had to sit up there and this is an old house. It had wallpaper.
5 layers.
Five?
At least 5 layers.
Of fucking wallpaper. Who puts on 5 layers of fucking wallpaper?
Different kinds.
Yeah.
Like it just was never ending.
Like it would. How many times does someone think wallpaper is a good fucking idea?
I think everybody's just too lazy to take shit off.
Yes. So she's up there, you know, busting her balls, and she's got most of the room painted now. And then we had to get more paint today. But she did not get paint with primer the first time, so she's having to do like, you know, multiple coats. And we weren't going to get the paint with primer today. We got a darker color of pink for the little closet in there. But the dude put the primer in the wall paint, which worked out really well. And she's like, oh my God, because she put that first layer on. I was like, is there primer in that? Because like
It was amazing.
Yes.
I don't think I'll ever buy another kind of paint.
Well, I mean, it's fine not to buy another kind of paint, like if you're painting white walls. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if your walls are white, you can throw whatever the fuck you want on.
But like this, if we wanted to paint this, like my son wants to potentially paint his room,
Mm-hmm.
and her bedroom needs painted. She
Mm-hmm.
does not want that.
Mm-hmm.
But
This is true.
like, oh my God.
Yeah, the paint with primer was $4 more, but it was well worth the cost.
Yeah.
Like, she's ever like... She actually got excited about paint. She's like, I can see a fucking difference in one fucking coat.
Small things when your arms are killing you.
The process of being a fucking adult. You get excited.
I mean, I had to take wallpaper off, and then I
Yeah.
fucking sanded. And I had to putty it.
Yes.
And it's been
Put-
crazy on my fucking arms.
Putty, then sand.
I sanded, then I
Putty,
puttied, and then sanded more.
Dusty as shit. She looked like she was doing lines of coke. I don't know how the fuck you did it. She got like a whole bunch of dust right in the divot of her lip right here.
At one point, my nose was itching,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of using the inside of my shirt, I caught myself using like the outside to itch it, because I knew I had shit on my hands, but I used the outside of my shirt when it was same,
Oh, fuck. Oh,
because that's a whole mess.
that is a whole mess, but she's made very good progress, and it's looking a lot better. I was wondering, I don't know what kind of chunks of wood we have, but your dad still got his saw here? I could, if we had a nice, you know, inch thickness of wood, I could measure that little, we have an old ass fuse box. The ones where you screw the little round motherfuckers in. Yes, I could cut the board, and I could paint, you can paint whatever color you want, and I can put a little handle on it and a latch. So
Yeah,
we can
there's
shut
board
it.
out there.
But it's an old, it's fucking upstairs, and it's old. And when they did the fuse box downstairs, they didn't do it room by room. There's literally like, I don't know how many rooms we got. 1, 2, 3, 4. many rooms, there's like 4 fucking breakers. Like they just separated the whole house into quadrants. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And they're not labeled. Which is the whole goddamn mess in itself.
Of course not.
Yeah, no, and the way it is, like, if you turn one off, like, okay, it turns this off, but it might turn a fucking plug-in off over here. You don't know how the house is wired. Like, this is an old-ass house. And I don't know if that fuse box works for upstairs or if those fuses are just for the upstairs itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have to get ready to go paint other coats, though.
Yes.
And then I'm done for the night, I think, and I'll get in pajamas instead of... I have to put my dusty clothes on to go in there and work and old shoes. And then I get redressed, come downstairs after I wash off. But I won't have to do all that because I'm not sanding anymore.
This is true. And you know what? Had we not been busy today, we would have had a double header of racing. Indy 500 and NASCAR at Charlotte. Yeah.
That's a good track.
Is it? I don't know much about
I think
the
we
shit.
watched stuff on that.
I don't know. I think we watched Daytona one year. I don't know what all the fuck we watched. I just know it's another left turn. But I will say the 500 was pretty, especially down the stretch, was pretty intense.
That, man.
And it was a quick race. It was like,
And I
what,
got
2
loud
cautions?
at the fucking birthday party, and everybody's like...
Well, and the only cautions were caused from the pits this race.
Because that tire flew off.
Well, I mean, it was caused in the pits.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I'm sure that dude don't have a job.
Everything was caused in the fucking pits. What was the joke? You had, like, Tire Barn's hiring, Big O Tires is hiring.
Yeah, like he
shit
probably
like
does
that.
not have a job.
I said if
But somebody brought up a good point. Like, we can't hear if they told him he was good to go. Or if he just got in a hurry and drove off.
Well,
But the guy stepped back.
Yeah, I think when they circled that, he said he was clear.
Yeah.
So there was a miscommunication in the fucking pits at some point. That whole pit, every time you see people pitting, like they're fucking locking their brakes, is fucking wild. I ain't never seen nothing like that on a 500 race. Have you?
No.
I've never seen so much trouble in the fucking pits. And like, there was one dude that, like, one of the pit crew had to move out of the way.
I've never seen a car run out of gas. I've never seen one of them cars run out of gas.
Yes.
On the Indy 500.
Oh, God, what year was it? I believe, if I'm thinking correctly, don't quote me, I believe...
I have seen a pit guy get hit.
No, I believe whoever was leading the race one year ran out of gas on the last lap.
Really?
I believe so. I believe he was trying to run it out because he was in the lead, and if he would have pitted, he would have lost the race. So he's just trying to fucking make it, and I believe he ran out of fuel on the last fucking lap, which is like heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Especially for the 500. Like, it's not just any race, so it's like the race of the fucking year.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking wild. So yeah, like what we normally do on these days, minus birthday parties, is we wake up, turn the race on, and the beer starts flowing all day.
But I was a good aunt, and I'm glad I went.
Yeah.
It was good seeing my nephews.
And they were excited.
They were so excited.
Yes.
Except one of them was terrified.
It was a bounce house, like a little bounce area. It had like a bunch of little bouncy things, inflatable bouncies, and he was scared to do it. But the other, like, they were having fun.
He was scared because of the noise.
Oh.
Then my brother-in-law carried his ass up the stairs, and he laughed the whole time.
Future brother-in-law.
No, they're married now.
Oh, they are, aren't they?
It is my brother-in-law.
I forgot they just had their wedding. Well, it's new to me, okay? This just happened. We were here because we couldn't make it down there. Yeah, that happened. I just did that. Look at that. They both got their heads down. Malachi's ears are flopped over. God, you think they've been busy all fucking day. They haven't done a goddamn thing.
They've been running.
Our dogs are like the most spoiled fucking lazy shits in the history of the world. Malachi is getting big. He can jump on anything he fucking wants. He can jump on a table, but he refuses to. He like still remembers when we had him as a puppy, and he tried to climb on the couch, and he does that little thing. He does that with everything that's high. He's like, ooh, someone's gonna help me up. I'm like, dude, come on. And he waits for someone to grab his butt and pull him up. It's a fucking mess. So, what you guys don't know, Mrs. McStud's, she's on like a
Oh,
Facebook.
sorry.
No. I was just letting them know what you're doing. Facebook, what do you call it?
It's an auction.
Facebook live
Facebook
auction.
thing.
And it's here in town. So, she got a few things tonight. But that's what she's doing right now. And she's wanting to see if she wins $10 at the end of it. But it's and they do these numbers like I want 54, I want 57. And we're getting to 60s, and I'm like, someone's going to say, I want 69, and they really did that.
They really did.
Yes, I'm like, I'm not a mature adult when it comes to shit like that.
Oh.
What?
At Boston?
Oh, yeah, they've had that shit for years.
Do I need that?
No. No, you
I
don't.
don't need that.
No. Jesus Christ. Oh. That reminds me, they just said poison ivy, poison oak, and poison sumac. I've had poison ivy many times in my life.
Me too.
I remember when I lived with my stepdad, we were outside and I was helping clear some weeds, whatever, around the fence line, back towards our garden. We had a garden in the backyard. And I don't know what the fuck, it was oak or sumac. I'd never had it before. So I get back in the house and I notice my eye is swelling shut.
Ew.
I'm like, what the fuck? And I go to pee. And I come back. And I went to pee again and my dick is swollen up. I'm like,
Oh God, is that the time you had to tell your mom your dick was swollen?
yes. I had to tell my mom my dick was swollen. But my eye was swollen shut and it got into my airway was closing. Whatever it was, I was allergic as shit to it. And I had to go to the ER and get a shot. And I'm like, I'm trying to tell him, I got this. My eye is like, looked like I got socked in the eye. And then I couldn't breathe. So I had to get like one
Did
of
I
those
tell you about the most
shots.
miserable time
But I had to show him a dick.
I ever got poison ivy?
No, I don't think so.
So, these people don't know me like that, but I actually was big into church.
Mm-hmm.
Until I realized that they were a fucking bunch of hypocrites.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for churchgoers. But
Jesus H. Christ. Sorry.
when I got pregnant under, without being married or whatever, they kind of disowned me. I wasn't allowed to go to youth group anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But up to that point, I always went on all these fucking mission trips. So this was a mission trip we went to in Georgia. And I was out there as like community service,
Mm-hmm.
I was out there cutting weeds and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I had to ride on a bus from Georgia all the way to Indiana with fucking poison ivy.
Oh, shit.
I was fucking miserable.
Did you give it to anyone else?
Huh?
Did you give it to anyone else?
No.
That's good.
I covered head to toe.
Ugh.
Visibility suffered too.
Did you have any calamine lotion or anything, or you just had to deal with it?
No. Thankfully, the bus stopped at like a gas station convenience store type thing, and I was able to go in and buy. First off, I had to buy sweats because I was not in sweats, and I needed sweats because to contain it.
Yes.
And I could also buy calamine lotion at the gas station, but it was fucking miserable.
That. Oh, and the hot makes it worse.
Yes.
The itchiness, 10 times worse.
It was fucking miserable.
Oh my god. Oh.
I said, this is what I get for going to do a mission trip.
That's right. Hey, do you think you could talk to him for like 2 minutes?
Why?
I got pissed.
What is wrong with you and peeing today?
I haven't eaten today, so everything I'm drinking is flowing through me. And I drank
Yes.
that Gatorade. Tell me about that time you got syphilis on your snatch.
I never had syphilis. That is fucking nasty. But, yeah. The poison ivy story. Yeah. It's fucking miserable. And I went to multiple fucking missionary trips. Fed homeless people. Stayed in a homeless shelter. In like a college dorm. It was fucking it was an experience like nobody's business. But then there's hypocrites in church, and I don't mean to say that because I know we have, probably church followers, potentially. I don't know. But, yeah. As soon as I got pregnant out of wedlock, they kicked me out of the youth group. But I was still clearly a youth. I was not 18. And they wouldn't allow me even to go to, I did weekly Bible studies twice a week and everything, yeah. It was kind of stupid, but. And I have to get ready to go paint rooms again. My dogs are sleeping. Everybody's sleeping at the whole house. Except me and McStud and my daughter. And her friend and my son are both asleep. The roommate's asleep. The 2 dogs are asleep. So it's really fucking quiet in here today. Which is crazy. Because I guess it is Sunday. I was telling them everybody's fucking asleep. Except for me, you, and my daughter.
Well, we were all up late last night.
Like the 2 dogs are fucking asleep. Like the roommate's passed the fuck out.
Well, she's tired too, but she has energy for days even when she's tired. And she will fight it till the death.
It's just crazy.
And I think when she falls asleep,
You hear her dancing.
she's going to be out like a motherfucker when she finally crashes.
Well, she needs to be able to lay on her belly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're talking about her falling up the stairs?
Mm-mm.
So, Miss McStud and her daughter are clumsy as shit. And it's not uncommon for either of them to fall up the stairs. And we have wooden stairs. And her daughter fell and just big old bruise and knots on her fucking shin.
You're doing the drawing.
Oh. Miss McStud's trying to win $10.
Because I done spent about 20.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, we're telling stories about our poison ivy, poison oak, whatnot. Have I ever told anyone on here about my worst sunburn ever?
No.
I don't think so.
Oh, that was in Florida.
Yes. So, in college, one of my roommates had grandparents that lived on a golf course in Venice, Florida, which is a retirement city, really. Everything shuts down at like fucking 8 o'clock. And it was hard to do find anything to do after 8.
Yeah.
But it was close to Siesta Key, which is a big vacation spot. So when I got down there...
Go ahead.
Oh, so when I got down there, I'm a pretty pasty dude, really. And I get sunburn up here in Indiana really well. And I didn't understand the difference between sun intensity here and sun intensity in Florida. And my roommate's grandparents tried to tell me, you need to coat on the sunscreen because you're very pale and the sun is not like you've ever had if you've never been down here.
Right.
So we go to, first day we go to a beach, had like a Sharky's on the pier.
Uh-huh.
It was a restaurant, which their grandparents took us to. Fucking delicious. But it had this long-ass pier. And so we went out there that first day. And I'm like, I don't need no sunscreen like I always do up here. But during that day, everyone fishes off the pier. So before I get to my sunburn, everyone's fishing off the pier. Some jackass decided to go swim where all the fishing lines were. And he got hooked a whole fucking bunch of times. He comes out of the water he's like dripping blood sitting under the pier waiting for an ambulance because he wants to fucking swim through fishing lines by the fucking pier. Yeah, that was a whole fuking mess in itself.
That's
but
funny.
It was a dark sand beach, and dark sand beaches, people are always looking for shark teeth. You can find a lot of shark teeth, I guess, in dark sand beach. I don't know I forget how that works. But you couldn't see through the water, so I'm a little sketchy when it comes to the ocean and water I cannot see in. And there's little fucking things floating around like shit I ain't never seen before in my life. And we're at 24 minutes.
Sorry.
But I've never seen some of these things floating around. I'm like, I don't want that thing to touch me. And I'm like, if they're right here in the water, what the fuck is underneath me? Like, it was a whole goddamn mess. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, we're on the beach. No
What are you
sunscreen.
doing?
Oh.
Sorry.
So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to enjoy the day. So we actually went to a Rite Aid or Save On or Save a Lot or something down there. It was a convenience store, and they had Milwaukee's Best Beer on sale. We had a cooler, so we just get a cooler full of beer, take out to the fucking beach. So we're just out there, you know, drinking beers. I'm in the sun. Don't think much of it till we're getting ready to leave later in the day. And we get in the car, and I start moving around and see, I'm like, oh, shit. And I didn't notice how burnt I really was.
That's not the time I was thinking.
No, this is the time I'm thinking. It's the only one I've told you about like this.
The blisters?
Yes.
Oh.
So I get back to his grandparents' house, who lived in a gated community. You had to fucking check in to get in this motherfucker. And they looked at me and they're like, you didn't wear sunscreen, did you? Like, no. And I am like the reddest I've ever been.
I thought you fell asleep.
Huh? That was outside my apartment.
And you had blisters on your foot, top of your feet.
That wasn't Florida, that was camping. When I had the full foot blister so I could tilt it back. Now that was camping with my uncle.
That's what I thought the worst time was. Sorry.
Oh no, this is way worse. So we get home and I'm like, I gotta take a cold bath. So I filled the whole tub up with cold water and I'm just like soaking in the bitch. And I get out and I notice all these little yellow blisters all around my fucking scalp. I'm like, what the fuck? It was just so, my nose is blistered and my face, like I have a picture of me somewhere and you would swear I had a tan on my face. My face was brown. But not from fucking tan. My face was literally fried from the sun. And I had this ooze coming out of these blisters. And it was like, I'd have to stare and do it, and then it'd fucking ooze out some more. I just had this nasty yellow fucking blistering on my fucking head. So the rest of the week, I'd be on the beach with sunscreen on, but I have a shirt. I'd have...
Umbrella?
I'd take 2 towels. No. I'd cover myself in a towel because the sun hurt. So I'm sunburnt.
Yeah.
And I had a towel over my legs, a towel over my shoulders, and my head. And I'm sitting on the beach just covered up, looking like a fucking idiot. You know, and we finally went to Siesta Key, which is clear water.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little sandbar, and that water felt amazing. So I just, like, had my sunscreen on, just, like, I'd be chilling in the water. I'm like, well, it's burning the fuck out of my face, so now I gotta go back up there and get under my towel.
Leaf.
Yes, that was my... Oh, my God, that was horrible. Then you see his lines on Dustin's shoulders? Like, it's like all... That's how my fucking body was. But it was okay at night because it was cool. Had a cool ocean breeze and shit. I was fine with that, but during the day, not fun. I thought it'd be a good idea to play basketball.
Seriously?
Yeah. That wasn't so much a good idea either. No, the other time she's talking about I got sunburned, I was camping with my uncle. I forget where we were at. Whatever, I was sitting down. You know what that might have been?
What?
Might have been when he took us to the beach water park over there by Kings Island.
Uh-huh.
Possibly, or we were at the campground. But my feet just got like completely obliterated because I didn't put sunscreen on my feet. And I have like from the length of my toes to my ankle a giant blister. And I could tilt my foot back and it just leaks down and puddles up on the bottom. I could tilt it forward, it leaks down, puddles down. I can't wear socks. I can't wear shoes. And I had to pop it just to, you know.
For relief.
And it was no relief at all. There's nothing you can put on your feet except going barefoot to make it feel any better.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking horrible. Yeah, that happened. But it's Memorial Day weekend.
Chassie's like, I'm bored. Well, come over.
Come on over. Yeah, so it's Memorial Day weekend. And tomorrow's going to be our Memorial Day video. And I'm going to try to, I have an idea to recreate one of my McStud's first Memorial Day photos. That was at the trailer park. Mr. McStud will probably not approve. But that's okay. We'll discuss the details tomorrow.
Are you going to recreate your Speedo?
No. Remember when I was just outside with my jeans and my McStud shirt and I was holding the flag behind me?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm recreating that.
So why would I not approve?
The location?
I ain't doing nothing stupid.
I ain't doing nothing stupid. What?
We'll discuss. And then I'm going to be the one to say yay or nay.
Wow, one of the kids take the picture of me.
You'll be fucking grounded.
Yep. Don't ground me. Don't ground me.
No twat.
Done got it.
Hashtag no twat. Today's a new day, buddy.
Larry Maston, she got some dick. That's why she looked like she was in a better mood.
That was because of sleep. Today, I'm in a better mood because of that.
That's true. We didn't get a whole lot of sleep. We were up pretty late.
Yeah. I got dates. So that's fine.
Yeah, we're trying to go to sleep as late as balls if she wants to rape me.
Well, you want to rub your dong on me.
I can't help it. It's there.
Well, I felt it, did I?
I didn't rub it on you. It's just there. She always pulls this bullshit. She put a leg over my leg. She's like, oh, I can feel it. Because you got your leg right on it, motherfucker.
Fuck.
That's her excuse. She's like, I can feel it.
I can't help what I feel.
And she always puts on me like, well, we didn't get some sleep. You had to put your dick on my leg. I was like, first off, you put your leg on my dick.
It was right there.
It was right. It don't go nowhere.
Well, obvious.
For fuck's sake.
If you didn't want it, then you should have tucked it.
You don't like it when I tuck it.
Nope, I don't.
One of the funniest things, before we do our thing sometimes, I'll get under the blankets and get naked and I'll tuck my cock and balls. She'll go down to grab it. It feels like she's rubbed a woman. She's like, give me that goddamn thing.
I didn't even have to try though.
No, there was no trying. I was just as ready. We were probably both ready for bed too, but we made it do what it do.
I did.
I'm not complaining.
Be like, hey.
This is true. How's your Mickey's?
Good.
Good. How much you got left?
I don't know.
Because you finished yours yesterday. Oh, you're about halfway through.
The fuck?
Okay.
I'm right there.
A little under half.
Your math skills though. We don't talk about that. I'm sorry, I'm not cooking the kids dinner this late.
No.
Like, they just woke up. Like,
they can make some chicken nuggets or some canned food or something. Make some ramen.
And I'm having company come over, so I don't think I'm going to be painting right now anytime soon.
Yeah. That's okay, you've made good progress.
I'll paint that bitch before I go to bed, though.
What I like best about our house is we're getting the inside to look pretty damn good. The outside still looks like a piece of shit. But I like that because people look at the house like, they don't think, when you walk in, like, oh shit.
I know, but I don't like that.
I know, I don't either. But we'll get there. We focus on the inside right now, we'll get the outside.
Well, if you would have got your tax return, like, in March when you fucking filed it.
Yes, I'm one of the many millions of Americans who filed their tax returns in March, and it still says processing.
I haven't filed, and yeah, I don't even know where my fucking W-2s are, but hey.
So I use TurboTax, and I always have my fees deducted from my federal tax return. And it's taken so long this year, they're like, well, we haven't got your payments, so we're just going to deduct this from your bank account on June 18th. Like, motherfucker, that's the government's fault. Like, you going to get your money. How the fuck are you just going to take it out of my... It ain't my fault the government's fucking slacking. Shit. You're going to take fucking...
What is it, $100 and some dollars?
$110. Like, I always going to deduct that from your bank account. Motherfucker, why don't you call fucking Joe Biden and tell him if I can get this shit straight?
Yeah, just like you straighten our gas prices too, right? We don't talk about that though. Because last week when I paid for gas, it was, I mean, I got like 3 or 5 cents off a gallon or whatever. Mm-hmm. Because I bought it at Kroger and I had bought a lot of distilled water, a lot of Powerade, blah, blah, blah. But I only paid like $2.73 for gas, and now it's $2.96. So.
What was it, like 2008, 2009 when gas was like $4 a gallon? Remember that crazy shit? That was a whole fucking mess. Yeah, because my buddy had a truck, and the gas pumps only, they max out $100. So in order to fill his truck
Not
up...
now.
Oh, they don't now? Yeah, back then you have to do 2 transactions to fill his truck up. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, we work at a prison. We got a car payment and...
Who's that? What's that guy's name?
My tall buddy.
Huh?
My tall buddy. And he had a truck and $100 and then another 40. So 140 to fill up a truck. Anyone that had a truck had to pay 140 bucks to fill up their fucking tank, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's like filling up I don't know what diesel costs, or it's like
I feel bad because I'm about to go to Kings Island.
Why do you feel bad?
Because gas is what it is. I'm gonna have to get you and the roommate taken care of
I'm fine.
for that night. Like I need to make sure you both have beer, you both have food. I'll probably have something delivered for you.
Baby, I can do all that. I'm not completely helpless.
No, just some days.
I could.
And if you're on your night shift schedule bullshit, that's a whole mess.
Well, I'll be on my day shift schedule for that
Like,
day.
y'all need to just go get something to fucking eat and be done with it.
You know what we'll get?
Probably needs to go.
Maybe if that, I don't know if that sandwich place is open down there. Maybe I'll get the menu for down there. They got cheesesteaks. He loves cheesesteak.
My kids always walk down there. Why don't you ask them to get a menu?
Oh, we should. Maybe we'll get one of those sandwiches. So they're like, I think your son says like $14 for a sandwich. It's like, they better be a damn good sandwich for $14.
$14 for a fucking sandwich?
But it's it's the long one, like a foot long.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I want a fucking foot long penis for $14 fucking dollars.
You wouldn't know what to do with a foot long penis.
I couldn't handle it.
No, you couldn't. Here's the problem, babe. The vagina is very accommodating. You can fit a 14-inch baby in you. You can accommodate a 14-inch dick.
Is that right?
I don't know.
No, because the baby comes from inside.
Yeah, your vagina.
And I have no choice.
Yeah, so
A dick, I'm like, oh. Oh. No, thank you.
On that note, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I forget where I was at. I think I was in college. I might have been at the health center at Ball State. So I'm there, and it's free when you're a student. There was this group of bitches. I don't know why they all came together. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. They were talking about a dude. They were at a party. And I said, this dude whipped out a dick and like showing to everybody. And she was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
Well, I mean, sometimes as a female, you gotta do that. Like, especially, I mean, I'm not small, but I have a small statue. Like,
You are small.
if I took, like, a foot long dong, like, it would go almost to my fucking lungs. Like, are you gonna puncture my lungs with that? Like, I can't.
What happens just rearranges.
No. No. I'm fine. I like to enjoy sex.
Well, you might enjoy that.
No.
You might enjoy feeling your lung getting collapsed. Getting fucked.
I wouldn't. If a guy whipped out that thing, I would not know what to fucking do. Like, I'm being dead serious. Because there's bigger women that could accommodate that.
Yeah,
I can't. There is no fucking way.
Yeah, like we discussed before, women have a various array size of vaginas. Like every dudes have a various array size of dicks.
Well, even like their body size and shit. I'm just, I'm not a very big person. I'm not very small, but I'm not very big either.
You're very small, first and foremost.
And that would not, there is no fucking way.
So Miss McStud's 5'3". She's very small.
Like, that I could accommodate a foot-long dong. Like, if somebody whipped that out, I'd be scared.
You would like feed it to me.
No. I'd be like, you can't do this. You need to go to the next one.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh, we have a guest.
It's a whole fucking mess. I got it.
Oh, we're gonna end this.
Alright. Go ahead and tell me.
Anyways, I have guests. So we will catch you bitches tomorrow on Memorial Day Monday.
Memorial Day Monday, that's right. And she brought the red velvet cupcakes.
Oh my god. Girl, okay.
What?
We're finishing a video, so I'm hungry.
I'll sit them in here. Just make sure the kids don't get them.
Oh, fuck. That ain't no shit. Anyways, motherfuckers. 41 minutes in. Oh, what the fuck happened? There you go.
I didn't do that.
I don't either. I'm McStud.
I Mrs. McStud.
We got red velvet cupcakes. Like, life is good. Like, the joy of life. Anyways, we'll catch you bitches tomorrow for Memorial Day Monday. Deuces, bitches. You gonna finish this video? You gonna look at him? What the fuck you gonna do? You gonna suck this dick? Foot long cocks.
Oh.